Monster truck fans, welcome to the Plateau Arena for your August 7th, 2025 Point Series event coverage. Our first competition of the event on this brand new track style is going to be timed racing with Megalodon starting us off. Megalodon's got 3 racing wins so far on the season, currently second in the Point Series coming into this event. He's going to get staged and lined up at the line. We'll see if he can extend his winnings in racing. We have green for Megalodon. A little bit of a slow corner. These trucks have not raced on this track before. Oh, and he goes right off the side. He's having a little bit of trouble on the outskirts of the track. He's going to have to back up and get back on it now. The second lap around, they got to go on that inside corner. Beautiful turn for Megalodon. Coming into the final corner down the front stretch. Gonna have to see if he can avoid these boxes here over the racing lane. Oh, and he hit it right there off of the zone. That is gonna be a DNQ. He will not qualify for a racing time for hitting that box as hard as he could, and he's gonna give it the what for. That is such a tough start for Megalodon. So close to finishing that racing pass, but just coming up short, hitting that box at the very end. Your second competitor out for timed racing, currently leading the Point Series, it is the black and green wrecking machine. All he's got to do is put a number on the board. He's just got to have a nice, smooth time, not hit any of the boxes. We've got green for Gravedigger. A nice first corner, gets through it nice and slow. Sometimes that's what you got to do. A beautiful second corner coming into the second lap. Over through those marbles there. That's going to be used for the long jump competition. Oh, he hits the tree right there. He's got to back up. He's got to put a time down, cross that finish line. Here he goes over the racing lane one more time. Backs up just to make sure, doesn't hit any boxes, and a 29.17 seconds for Gravedigger is going to be the time. He is your leader in racing so far, and we've got one more up next. Your last competitor for timed racing, it is El Toro Loco. He's got a 2-race win streak coming into tonight. Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row in timed racing. That purple light means he's got to restage. He is staged and ready to rock, and El Toro Loco is off for the final racing pass of the night. Nice slow first corner, has to back it up just like Gravedigger did that final turn. Coming around for the second lap. What a beautiful, beautiful lap. On a hot streak with the momentum, El Toro Loco. An incredible 21.22 seconds for the Crazy Bull. He is your racing winner and extends his racing win streak to 3 wins in a row in timed racing. A great win for El Toro Loco there. He's currently sitting 21 points behind in the Point Series. We're going to get the track ready to rock for our long jump competition. Brand new to this track style 4. It's time for long jump, and Gravedigger is going to start us off. Gravedigger is ready to rock the long jump competition. He's going to be your first competitor out for this new competition. These trucks still have to line up for that long jump ramp right there. You can go nice and slow up to it to make sure you're perfectly straight on it. Let's see, he's backed up right to the line there. You want to get as much speed as you possibly can and carry it through to the jump. Here he goes. Over and off the ramp. A great first jump for Gravedigger. Let's see the replay right here. Perfectly straight, right on it. Over that ramp, lands a bit short. We measure right from the back of the rear tire. And let's see what we got for Gravedigger. We'll have to wait for a confirmation right there. A 17.75 inches for Gravedigger. A great first start for the long jump competition. Let's see how the other two competitors size up to that 17.75. Megalodon is ready to rock and take a bite out of the competition here in long jump. He's definitely got the power on the tour, so let's see if he's able to sky this truck. Ooh, right there, you get one of those right there. You can go full speed to it, but stop before the jump to see if you're lined up properly, and it's good that he took that one opportunity right there. Megalodon goes for the long jump, gets a little bit squirrely on his way to the ramp. We'll see if that hindered him. Let's look at the replay right here. You see the truck twist to the side right there, but he still goes off the jump pretty clean. I think this is going to be a close one right here. We're going to take that measurement to see how Megalodon fared. Oh, man. That is a close one right there. Let's see the confirmation. 17.55 inches for Megalodon. By 1/5 of an inch, Gravedigger hangs on. And last but not least, your timed racing winner, El Toro Loco. Gonna take a little victory lap around the track, give the box a little love tap to get ready for his first long jump attempt. Look at this absolute beauty of a track paint scheme. Let's see if he decides to go all the way to the top. He does, to make sure he's lined up for that ramp. El Toro Loco looking to carry the momentum on. Got to make sure he's on that line right there. You don't want to be behind that. Here he goes! Some great air for El Toro Loco off of that. Let's check out the replay. Look at that, just perfect. So straight, right off the ramp, and look at that. I think the front end bouncing like that actually helped the rear end come forward a little bit to give him a little bit more distance on that jump. And there it is, El Toro Loco. We're going to wait for confirmation, but that looks very promising. A 20.25 inches for El Toro Loco. He is 2 for 2 so far, your long jump winner. It's time now for Overall After 2, where we go through your overall event standings after the first two competitions. So far, El Toro Loco in the lead with 10 points overall, winning both timed racing and long jump. Gravedigger staying consistent in second, 6 points overall, and Megalodon, unfortunately, with that hitting the turning box at the very end of that racing pass, not qualifying for a score, and then last in the long jump competition with that little bobble halfway up the ramp. El Toro Loco will have to get last in skills and will have to not qualify for a score for Megalodon to both win skills and freestyle in order to possibly take the overall. That's the only chance Megalodon's got, but he's not 100% out of it yet. We'll see. I know El Toro Loco is going to be absolutely screaming for more wins to get out of that skills challenge slump that he's in, and to also just give it his all in freestyle to keep climbing back up with 21 points behind in the series. You got to take every win as you can and as many as you can to try and get back up to that leading position in the series that El Toro Loco was in earlier back in Track Style 1 and Track Style 2. Gravedigger hanging on tight, and with that, it is time for your skills competition. El Toro Loco, let's see if he can keep plugging away to keep rocking to get back in that points chase. For this track style, in the skills competitions, our competitors will only get one skills attempt, so you gotta make it worthwhile. Only one shot. Let's see if El Toro Loco can capitalize. He's going for the single log. Doesn't get the pop he wants, but oh, right there on the side. A little bit of a bicycle there. Hopefully we see the replay. A 5.125 to start it off for El Toro Loco. That is a great start. We won't be able to see the replay on that, but check it back. That was a nice little end to that skills run for El Toro Loco. 5.125, not that bad to start it off. Megalodon, our skills master on the tour, looking to get back some points in this event. Gotta choose your one move wisely. Let's see, he's going for the side of the pod. Possibly a bicycle, let's see. He's gonna hop up on top of the ramp. He's just lining up right now. He's a little sideways. Let's see if he can straighten the truck out. There we go. Oh man, he went for a reverse popper to try and drop off of that, and it looks like he's stuck just spinning that tire right there. Drivetrain working hard. A 4 flat for Megalodon for that skills attempt. Not what we're used to seeing for Megalodon. Kind of slipped up there. Having a tough event so far. We'll see if he can make up for it in freestyle. Gravedigger, our series points leader, is last up for the skills competition. He's seen the other 2 competitors go. Let's see what he can come up with for his one attempt to try and take this win. He's been consistent so far, second both competitions. I think he's going for his signature reverse popper that he's been going for all season. He's backing up all the way, the entire long jump ramp. He's a little bit sideways here. He's got to straighten out. Do exactly what El Toro Loco did in the long jump competition, but backwards. Oh, here he goes! Oh, and he just can't quite get it. Didn't get enough of a pop on the front end and just digs that back tire right in, but it's still enough. A 5.375 for Gravedigger, and he's doing another one, and he's over! Gravedigger, that was all for you fans. He didn't even need to do that. He had already gotten it. I didn't think he knew. But let's see the replay on these 2 attempts. Right here, he just doesn't get enough of a pop. And he doesn't have enough time to shift it. And look at that, just digging a grave right there. Spinning that back wheel. Pressing that truck right up against the 12-pack ramp. And that got the win, a 5.375. And this was all for you fans right here. Look at that perfect shift and just up. Lands on the roof, slides him back, right on top of the nose. Some body damage at the Plateau Arena. Gravedigger walks away with the skills competition win. And now it is time for freestyle. El Toro Loco is starting off freestyle. He is still at the top of the ladder for the overall event right now. And these trucks, they've got 2 full minutes to do the craziest stuff they can on this brand new track style. They may only get 1 skills attempt, but a full 2 minutes to freestyle around this track. El Toro Loco making great moves so far. Pile drives that left front right into the side of the 12-pack. Nice crawl over the tabletop, over the racing lane, having good momentum so far. Oh, man, I just had to say something. Gets caught up right there over the side ramp. Nice little cross thread across the pod. A minute down for El Toro Loco. Nice job crossing over that little landing area right there. Going for the single log stack, up and across. Didn't turn the way I thought he would, has to back up. Goes for that side ramp, doesn't quite make it up. Here he goes, back up for more speed. And a nice job across the tabletop once more. Going for the other side now. Same result, couldn't quite cross that across that. Hitting every ramp he can. That is a very, very important part of the scoring system, is how many ramps you hit. And he is just going all around this track, sideways on it. Single log again, nice job with that combo. 20 seconds left for El Toro Loco over the racing lane again. Keeping great speed, but I want to see a huge wow moment. cross threads, tabletop crosses. Hit that racing lane, just destroying it. Here he goes. Oh, he doesn't quite make it up the 12 pack, but he goes for it again. Hits it a little sideways, slams the front into it, and that is going to be the run for El Toro Loco. Completely fill in the time. That's what you got to do. An 8.630, and just for you fans, going off it one more time. El Toro Loco, a great score to start off freestyle. That's going to be a tough one to beat. An 8.630, and now we're going to get to look at some replays of El Toro Loco. I want to see this crossover right here. Look at that suspension just work. Man, side to side, right up and down. A sweet move for El Toro Loco, and I want to see this kicking up dust on that single log, spinning that wheel a little bit, getting a nice cross thread, turning it over, and again, that suspension, you can see it working there, and now the final move, just for you fans, right up and down, a little bit, a hint, just a smidge of a nose wheelie, right there for El Toro Loco. He is your leader in freestyle so far, with 2 more to go. The black and green wrecking machine, ready to rock in freestyle, taking a lap around, eyeing it up. Let's see if he can sweep the second half of the event. Lining up right there with the long jump ramp to start it off. Kicking the rear end in the air. Oh man, right over that pit. He gets caught right on the side of the ramp. He has to pedal the metal in reverse to get out of it. And now he is just tearing up the track, going across that tabletop. 30 seconds down for Gravedigger already, and he's had some huge moves. Got to pick up the speed just a little bit. A great job cross-threading across the track. There he goes, slamming that front right into the side of the 12-pack. Oh, nice job. Kind of gets it a little caught there, kicking up dust. For the single log again, crossing over the track. The racing lane, giving those boxes the what for that we've buried in dirt. And a nice job hitting that ramp. Again, keeping that momentum a minute down for Gravedigger. Oh, and he gets caught right on it. Let's see if he can manage his way off of this. He's turning the tires left and right, shifting to reverse and first. Oh, he gets off of it and he's over. Gravedigger is on the roof again in the pit. And that is unfortunately going to do it, leaving 30 seconds on the clock. That's not what you want to see. As many amazing moments as he had, a 7.923 for Gravedigger. That's all you're going to get, leaving that much time on the clock. Let's see the replay. The first move right here absolutely slings that back end into the air. Lands it right on that little jump there, and now onto the racing lane. Gets to back off of it and keep her going. Let's see, look at this. Crossover. Just slinging that back tire, that drivetrain working. You can see him turning that truck to get it over, just tearing up this track. You can see that suspension working there on the beautiful Gravedigger. He actually had to have the batteries in his controller changed for this truck before this event for the first time in 3 years. And there you see him barreling over off of that ramp after he got off of it, but he just couldn't keep the truck on all fours. And there we go, he punches the gas to see if he can rotate it, but boom. And that is it for the black and green wrecking machines. We're on second place in freestyle so far. He is back on all tires, and we've got one more to tear this track to bits for freestyle. Megalodon, there he is, has had a low event so far, but I know that if any competition is the one to make up some ground in, it's this one. With that little bit of extra power, he is lining up, starting on the racing lane. Oh, goes sideways. for that 12-pack, kicks up the dirt, and there he goes. Makes it up. Nobody has done that yet. Goes crazy style off of that single log, now over the racing lane. Not stopping, great momentum. Crossover. A sweet move for Megalodon, absolutely tearing up this beautiful paint style for Track Style 4. Backs up, goes for that single log again. He's keeping up, great time. Look at that, just powering through. Cross thread over the pod, not even focusing on any ramps, just going side to side. A minute down for Megalodon. Over the pit to that little diagonal ramp. Oh, and he does a rail grind, basically on the very top of that long jump ramp, and now he's going for it. Huge air. The regulation time, still got plenty on the clock. He goes over the 12-pack again, and now he is just going crazy. If he fills the time, I think this is going to be the run of the night. Has to back it up a little bit longer than usual. He's going for it here. Top of it again. Another rail grind, and he hits the camera stand, and it stays up. Oh man, 10 seconds left. Tearing up that side of the pod, ripping it around the track. Let's see if we can get one more hit out of Megalodon. He's going to line up for the long jump ramp one more time. Goes off it, cattywampus, and that is the run for Megalodon. One more hit, slows it down, and your winner, a 9.072. And right after the scores are in, he is turning that truck onto the side in the pit just for you, incredible monster truck fans. Let's look at this replay right here. Look at that. Rail grind right on top. Those axles just chewing it up. Another view there. That was the second one. Little bicycle off of that. And just boom. Right into the camera stand. And it stays up. Keeps going. Not even the cameras wanted to miss this action. And Megalodon keeps it going. Goes right across. Slides that back tire. And look at this. Just grabs it. That tire just grabs those barrels in the 12-pack. And it just whips the truck down. Giving great grip. And this is right here. This is all for you fans. Just, he knows it. He knows it's going to flip him. Slams it right into the side. And he is over in the pit. What a run. Your freestyle results, Megalodon, a 9.072 for 5 points. That's what he needed to end off this night. It's been a little sour, but that was just so sweet. El Toro Loco, second in freestyle, an 8.630 for 3 points. And Gravedigger just not filling the time. That's all it was. He had great moments all around. Some big hits, but 7.923, and now we've got an encore for this amazing track paint scheme, new track. These trucks get to have a little extra fun with it after the event. This is the only event of the week, the whole first week of August, so these guys, they want a little extra. Look at Gravedigger doing a burnout on top of that long jump ramp. And El Toro Loco is going to come out too and tear up this paint scheme even more. Burnouts, tearing it up just for you monster truck fans. A nice little bicycle there from El Toro Loco. Don't know if you guys caught that. Gives the wall a little love tap. Gives Megalodon a little love tap. Look at him go. Oh man, tearing up Megalodon's body, driving on that little bit of the chassis there. Might have to, well, I mean, we're not cleaning these trucks, we're keeping them dirty. they've opted to keep their trucks dirty till the end of the season to show the road to where they get. El Toro Loco just crawling up over top of it onto the pod. Get your phones out, take some pictures, because this was your August 7th first event on Track Style 4, and now the overall event standings. El Toro Loco takes the overall event, sweeping the first half and then staying consistent, keeping second all throughout the second half in skills and freestyle, getting better with that skills slump, So, and Gravedigger second, doing a great job, staying consistent through the first half. Big skills win and just not filling the time in freestyle. He is still just keeping that point series lead. And Megalodon, tough event, but getting that 5 events, that's going to minimize the amount of points that he loses to Gravedigger in our season standings. Gravedigger still atop the leaderboard with 182. Megalodon 14 points behind. He gets another 5 points behind from last event. 14 points behind with 168, and El Toro Loco makes 4 points of ground on Megalodon and Gravedigger. He is now up to 165 points on the series, and we've still got a lot more to go. 3 more events on Track Style 4 for these competitors. I know they're excited. I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like on this video to support the channel. And we will see you guys next time with more event coverage at the one and only Plateau Arena.